Well, great news keeps rolling in from northern Greece, from the Bible distribution program, and the Morning Star safely made it back from its trip to Cyprus, even though it had to endure the worst seas it's ever encountered in the Mediterranean. We wanted to just ask you to pray and steer your attention and focus towards our short-term missions outreach programs that HM puts on. I was in a flower shop recently buying some flowers, and in chatting with the lady who was fixing up a beautiful bouquet, she asked me, what kind of work do we do? And I quickly told her about our effort to feed the poor. At that, she quickly turned the discussion to the present economic disaster that's hit Greece and commented that if we were more concerned about the countries and the conditions of those living outside of our borders, God would be more gracious in the conditions that we are currently facing now in our economic disaster. Greece is a unique location for ministry today. It's a unique location first because the Greeks need the gospel more than any other Western nation in the world today. Secondly, it's unique because it's the end of Europe. It's where West meets East. It's a location where from Greece's borders to the borders of China, nearly 1 billion Muslims wait to hear the gospel. If we look at the refugee population in Europe, 80 to 90% of Europe's refugees come through Greece. In fact, 1 in 10 living in Greece today is a foreigner, a refugee. Consider Greece's location. Greece is in the Mediterranean. In Greek, the Mediterranean is Mesogeo. Mesogeo means the middle of the earth. Greece traditionally has been considered as the middle of the earth. Let's put things into perspective. For example, how many countries can you fly to within a 2-hour flight trip to reach a nation that desperately needs the gospel? If you live in Greece, there are some 14 countries that surround Greece in the Mediterranean Muslim world. For example, if we were to leave Athens and fly to Istanbul, we could be there in 1 hour and 13 minutes. If we decided that we wanted to travel to Tunisia, that'd be about 2 hours and 13 minutes. If we wanted to travel to to Cairo, that'd be simply 1 hour and 44 minutes. Or to Jerusalem, we could be in Tel Aviv in 2 hours from the Athens airport. Pray for Karen Schutz, HM's missionary who's leading a current short-term missions trip to Uganda at the Eagle's Wings Children's Village. She's there to assist Harris Macris and his family and the Peckhams, who are leading the Eagle's Wings Children's Village. Harris and his family and their 4 children are there to support the ministry and the orphanage through medical support. Pray for HM short-term mission trips and for the ongoing work both in Uganda and in Cairo, as well as other trips that are planned for this year. Scripture commands us that we need to be engaged in what God is doing, not only in our immediate surroundings, but we need to be involved in making disciples of all nations. If Greek young people were to catch a vision for missions, what kind of an impact would it have on the evangelization of Greece? Here at HM, we believe it would have a significant impact. Kind of like what the lady at the flower shop said. If we take time to be concerned about the needs of others around us, will not God also bless our country? Thank you for taking an interest and for praying for Hellenic Ministries, for its missions efforts. And we ask and pray that God too would bless you as you choose to live missionally.